Go out, Jake. Wait, are you still in here? Are you still in here? Hey, Kimberly. Oh, I done turned my computer on. Who are we having here? Just me and you, Kimberly, for now? I'm not gonna do some soap today. You know what? I should have done soap. I think what I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is I should have did some soap because I need to make my uncle a soap. So I should have. I supposed to have this soap made a month ago, but get that done. I should have did some soap. Next week we'll do some soap, and I think I'm gonna add. Actually, I might make a post. Anybody that's new to soap making and they want to do a follow along with me next Saturday, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a simple soap. Well, I think I'm gonna use activated charcoal and clay because that's what he likes. So we're gonna do that kind of soap next Saturday. Oh, Kimberly, so this right here suggestion was brought to my attention. I'm thinking about doing go out. I'm thinking about doing like a live Q&A. I'm coming back from Texas. Connection in some places, bear with me. Okay, no problem. But I'm thinking about doing like a live on Friday nights where anybody got any questions, they send them to me on, go back, because you don't have on a shirt, go back. I said go back. Anybody that have any questions, they can message me on Instagram, and then I will answer the questions on the live stream. But I will only say questions that were sent to my inbox. I'm thinking about doing something like that on Friday nights. I don't know. What you think? I think we're going to do that. We'll see. I'm gonna ask again. That would be fun. Yeah, so even if it's not even gonna be like an hour long on Friday nights or something like that, probably like late in the evening Friday maybe. I don't know, maybe like 7-ish. Well, I'm kind of cooking around that time. I have to figure out a time, but that's what I'm thinking about doing. So anybody got any questions, which I'll say it again later. Anybody that has any questions? Food for the rest of us. Say some food for the Okay. I'm not even, oh, Lordy. Boy, I tell you. What is your favorite food? Here we go again, Kimberly. We got all the nonsense on here. Natasha. Hey, Natasha. Let me see. Y'all bear with me. I'm deleting some ignorant people off of here right now. Listen, this is a soap making channel. So if you're on here talking about anything other than soap, you will get deleted and blocked. Anything other than soap, you're gonna get deleted and blocked. Simple as that. So go on and find y'all something else to do with y'all time. I can't see them at the moment. Yeah, I'm deleting a few. We got a few on here. We got a few people on here. A few ignorant people don't join the chat, but I'm getting them up out of here, so it's fine. You could tell those that don't have no home training, so. Alrighty. I think I done narrowed it down. Looks like we have 8. So the 8 that's in here, we're in here talking about soap. All the other nonsense, again, you're going to get blocked and deleted. You ain't got no home training, go. Just go. Get on up out of here because you're going to get blocked. Okay. Now, those that are new, okay, I think we're down to 3. So good. All right. So we're down to 3. Hopefully some more people will join. But I'm going to make a post. I probably start Friday, if not this Friday, maybe next Friday. We're gonna do, like I said, anybody got questions? Anybody has questions, they'll inbox me on Instagram if you want me to address the question during the live stream, and then y'all can chime in, especially if it's something that I don't know. You know, y'all know how that go. Y'all can chime in and give your thoughts on that and help out whatever question it may be. So, but yeah, y'all, that's pretty much how that's gonna go, and that'll probably be on Friday. So we'll do live streams on Fridays and Saturdays, which I'll probably repeat it again. I still want to see how you create recipes. How I create recipes. What percent am I on? I'm on 7%. Okay. So me personally, we got 17 people in here. Let me go get my charger real quick, because my iPad is probably, I got 7%, so it's probably gonna die. Let me run and get my charger real quick. Here I am still running to get stuff. Alrighty, I'm back. Okay, what we got? I still want to see how you create your recipes. All right. So, I got my iPad right here. I got a keyboard attached to it. Now, I'm glad you brought that up, Kimberly. So, when I do a recipe, I try to, for one, what you doing? Just join. Hey, Bella. So right now, I am, are you new here, Bella? I don't think I've seen your name before. We're just pretty much just chatting about, I'll go back over that again. We're explaining how to create soap recipes. So yes. Okay. Hey, Bella. Welcome to the live stream. I just recently started back going live over here. I used to go live over there on Instagram, but welcome to the channel. I'm Chanel, the owner of Three Brothers and a Sister. I'm actually the mom, and the Three Brothers and a Sister pertains to my 4 children. So right now we're gonna be going over recipes. Usually I make soap. The past 2 Saturdays I made soap. Next Saturday I will be making soap, but this Saturday we're just gonna be going over soap calc and stuff like that. So pretty much just on here just talking about soap. So if you got any questions, leave them in the chat. If I can't help you, trust me, somebody in the chat will definitely help you out. And then you can also follow me over on Instagram, Three Brothers and a Sister. I think it's what it is, Three Brothers and a Sister Soap, I believe. Any questions, feel free to leave them over there also. And again, I will address them over here. So thanks for joining, Bella. Welcome. Alrighty, soap calc. Let me pull this up real quick. So I got my iPad over here. And we are going to soap calculator. I'm going to the soap calculator. Now, whenever I do a recipe, for the most part, I'm gonna tell you something. When I first started making soap, this right here is what I did. When I first started making soap, my ingredients were Babasu oil, coconut oil. Why I did the 2 when they're the same, but yeah, Babasu oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, castor oil, shea butter, and olive oil. That was my ingredients when I first started, and for a long time that was my ingredients for my soap. Here lately though, I've kind of like scaled that down and kind of just went with like 4 ingredients max. I definitely, when deciding on my percentages for the different oils and butters and stuff, now I try to stay around like 25 or even 30, mainly 30% for my coconut oil. However, that might be a little bit too cleansing for some. So I'm trying to figure out how I can show this to y'all, because it's gonna be flipped. That's gonna be so flipped. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be flipped. Alrighty. I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably not, but y'all probably can't see that. Y'all can't even see that because it's gonna be flipped. I don't feel like it's gonna cooperate. But so I like to use, let's say I do a small recipe, right? So I go on SoapCalc. I change mine to ounces. You know how you have pounds, ounces, and grams? I do everything in ounces. Some people don't recommend that, but they say grams is, you get a more accurate measuring with grams. However, I do ounces. So you pick oils according to what they add to the finished product. Yes. So like I do the coconut cleansing. I try to have that, like I said, some people say that may be too high, but I go like 25 to 30%. Shea butter, I need that for like, conditioning. Avocado, conditioning. The castor oil, y'all know that creates bubbles. I do love a good lather, so I do like to do castor oil at around between 8 and 10%. And then sometimes I will, of course, throw in a little bit of sugar or honey. Or if I do have a recipe, like for example, like an oatmeal and honey soap, if I'm using honey in that recipe, then I might scale it down to like 8. But I definitely like to see my numbers, my ranges. I kind of like those on the higher end of the, like, in between the range. So, and then I mean, and if you make one, do a recipe and your range isn't, I mean, your numbers aren't like on the higher end, that does not mean that your soap is not good, because it's still going to be good regardless. Well, I wouldn't say regardless, because you do got to make sure you mix everything together properly. But let me just show y'all how I used to do my old recipe, if I can remember the numbers correctly. Now, I will say this. Y'all know that there's like recommended amounts and stuff like that. Honestly, me, I push the limits. I kind of play around with the recommended limits. For example, shea butter now, y'all know, I think the recommended usage rate for shea butter, I think was like 15%, no more than 15%. I'll go as high as 20, 30. It just depends. I will say this though, that will cause your recipe to thicken up so quickly, especially if you start adding in other additives and stuff like that. So be careful if you do want to increase your shea butter to a higher amount like I do. So anybody that's just joining right now, I'm on SoapCalc off to the side, and I'm just entering in this recipe. I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head how it was when I first started doing it. Like I said, for some reason, I think it is because of the hard oil. So yes, I was running into that a lot. Like I'm like, well dang, why is my stuff speeding up? Like, why is it accelerating so bad? But it's because of the high amount of shea butter. So keep that in mind. If you want to push the limits, just know you're gonna have to work quick if you do that. And then of course I done started pushing the limits too with water. I'll go all the way down to like a 1-to-1. I love doing 1-to-1, but you got to be careful with that, because if you're trying to do swirls, 1-to-1 is not a good option. I do not recommend doing 1-to-1 with swirls. Castor oil. What did I used to do my castor oil at? I don't even have my notes. I'm trying to think. Let's see, it was that. Let's do coconut. We got anybody new here? It's 3 of us here so far still. Let me see. Coconut. And coconut, when I was ordering from bulk apothecary, I would try to get like the 92%, because at the time where I lived over in Florida, it was pretty hot. So I would try the one with the higher melting point at 92%, just because it was very hot and humid there. What was that one? 5. Okay. Right now, y'all, I'm just adding in these different oils and stuff, so that way I can get to my, and y'all, when I first started out doing When I first started out doing soap, I used to use Brambleberry's calculator, and then I eventually switched over to doing Soap Cap. So I did do that for a while. I used their calculator for a long time, and then eventually switched over to this one: avocado, babasu, castor oil, coconut oil, olive oil, shea butter. Seems like I'm missing one. What am I missing? I'm missing one. I had 7 oils. I'm missing one. Avocado, babasu, castor, coconut, olive oil. I had 7. I'm missing one. I use Soap Cap. Yep. So I probably about for a year, maybe a year. I was just using Brambleberry's website. I'm missing an oil. I said 7 the first time. What oil am I missing? I feel like I had 7. I feel like I had 7 oils. I could have sworn I had 7. Shea butter, olive oil, coconut, castor oil, babasu oil, avocado oil. I feel like I had 7. Sweet almond. No, I didn't use sweet almond. And I know I would do that at 15%. I'm gonna have to try to find my notes. Take away cocoa. Did I use cocoa? Was I using shea and cocoa? I was. Cocoa butter. I was. Because I remember, y'all, when I was using cocoa butter in my soap, cocoa butter, I used to order a 7-pound tub from Boca Apothecary for like $67. And the price it is now is crazy. Once I finish doing this, I'm gonna look it up. Yep, I remember that because I would buy the 7-pound tubs of shea and cocoa butter from them. Sure was cocoa butter. And I used to get the one, I think unrefined, because I just love the smell of that. I just love the way it smells. Smell of that cocoa in there. Oh, Lordy. Okay, let me find it. Let me find it on here. Cocoa butter, cocoa. I feel like I'm overlooking it. Okay, there we go right there. Alrighty. That one I think I did. Did I do the 2 at the same? Me too, love it. It smells so good. I wanted the one that was unrefined. I did not want the refined one because the unrefined, to me, it was hard to get out of the container and break up, but it smelled so good to me. Okay. Let me see what we need to do. I'm trying to remember my numbers, y'all. If I'm off a little bit, I'm gonna try to find my, I didn't even bring my other notes, my original notes. Believe it or not, I do still have those, but they are back at home. So, yeah, I gotta figure out a way how to get those. Maybe I'll get my mama to go over there and get those for me and mail them to me. We'll see. Let me see here. 98. So 2. I bought the chip. I think wholesale supplies. Like the send anyway. Okay, let me see. Okay, so that cleansing, my cleansing used to be on the higher end, but it's at 17. The little round ones, whatchamacallit have those too, I believe. I think Brambleberry have those too. But okay, so this bar right here, I gotta find my notes because this right here, I could have sworn that my cleansing, because of the fact that I used the babasu plus the coconut, my cleansing was a little bit higher in my original recipe. It was literally like 22. The top range is 22. Mine was at 22. But here, so I did avocado oil at 15%, babasu oil at 20%, castor oil at 8%. This screen's so goddamn bright. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this screen down. Holy crap. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Okay. Avocado oil at 15%, babasu oil at 20%, castor oil at 8%, coconut oil at 5%, olive oil at 22%, shea butter at 15%, Cocoa butter at 15. I don't believe my cocoa butter was that high. I don't think my cocoa butter was that high. I don't think it was. But the hardness is 44. Cleansing 17. Conditioning 53. Bubbly 25. To me, could be a little bit better, but that's where your sugar and other stuff come in. Creaminess 34. That was pretty decent. And then of course I could always increase the castor oil for that as well. So, but yeah, that's pretty much how I did it. I definitely wanted an oil that was like a butter that was conditioning. And I like mango butter. I put mango butter in a soap once, and I did like that. I've seen some people say they don't care to put mango butter in a soap. They'd rather use that in a like a what is it, scrub or something like that, body butter or something like that. But yeah, so coconut shea, your conditioning, and of course the avocado oil too, babasu castor, babasu coconut, cleansing. Don't do like I did. Like I said, babasu and coconut pretty much have the same properties, cleansing properties. I'm not sure why I had both of those in there, but I did. I don't know. It's mango butter and triple butter soap. Yeah, I like mango butter in a soap. I made a mango butter soap before. I think I did a triple butter soap, or maybe I didn't, but I do remember putting mango butter in a soap, and I liked it. I mean, it was good to me, so I don't know, but yeah. So that's pretty much how I do mine. I think one day on here, y'all, we're gonna make some 50-50. Y'all wanna do some 50-50 one day? You know what, I'm fixing to make out a list of stuff that we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna do some 50-50 one day. We're gonna do some lotion. Okay, we're gonna do 50-50. We'll do some lotion. We'll talk about 50-50 and we'll talk about lotion. We might do that next week. Talk about 50-50. Do some lotion / cream. Now I will say this, so y'all go check out her video for sure. Ellen Ruth, I like her video of the lotion that she did. Now mine was a little bit thicker. I did use different oils than what she did, but I love her tutorials. So that is what I will be doing. I will be kind of going off of that. I gotta order me some preservatives, but I'll be using that. She got quite a few. I think it was like an older one that I seen. So, and I noticed that when I do mine is a little bit thicker than how hers was, but she did say like if you want it to be like a little bit more loose, then you just add more water to it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Could do holiday bath bombs. Bath bombs. You know what? You know, and I'm gonna do, this is what we're gonna do, because I'm glad you said that, Kimberly. Now, I don't know if y'all have heard, but what is it? Is it the baking soda? Is it baking soda? Bath bombs. Have y'all heard that bath bombs need, is it the baking soda in order to fizz, I believe? Or maybe no, it's not baking soda. What else? Citric acid. Is it citric acid that goes in there? I think it is a citric acid. We're going to do a test. We're going to do some bath bombs with citric acid and baking soda. Let me write this down. And then we're going to do some bath bombs, citric acid. Okay, yep. So we're going to do bath bombs. We're going to do a test on one of our live streams. You use both. Okay, so when I was making mine, I didn't use citric acid. I only used cream of tartar and baking soda, and they still fizzed up. That's how I made my bath bombs. So we're going to do one with citric acid and baking soda. And then we're going to do one with cream of tartar and baking soda. And I would put clays in mine. So I need to order me some clays. Or I could use these oxides what I got or something like that. I don't know. I might do clays. We'll see. I don't want to stain nobody's tub or nothing. It does. Yes, it does. It does. So I want to see which one. Because now I seen, this is back when I was trying to learn bath bombs and stuff like that. I did run across a video. I honestly don't know what video it was because I've seen so many, but it was said that you have to have citric acid in order for it to fizz. You do not. You do not. Because I did it without the citric acid and it fizzed. So we're gonna do those two. But yes, they do react the same. So yes, with the baking soda the same way. So the amount, I believe it was whatever amount that it was called for, whatever amount you needed for the citric acid. If you wanted to replace it with cream of tartar, then you would. Now, cream of tartar is a lot more, I wouldn't say expensive, but yeah. I bought mine from, is it Restaurant something? Hey there, I'm from New York. Oh, not New York. New something, India. Well, hello, welcome all the way from here in the States. Welcome to the live stream. But yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it with clays. Y'all, I might buy me some micas just for fun. What do y'all think? Should I get some micas just for fun when we do these experiments and stuff? What do y'all suggest? Micas, I have a few oxides, so we can get some micas for okay, we can get some micas. Yes, so we'll get some micas to play with when we do our experiments. I got mine from Nurture Soap. So I'll check them out and see what they got. I'll probably just get like a few, just something that we can, you know, experiment with. Nothing, I'm not gonna go too crazy. I probably won't get any like fragrance oils or anything like that for right now. Probably won't do that, or essential oils. So everything that I do going forward on the live stream will most likely be, 100 samples. Most likely, yeah, everything that I do will most likely be unscented. So yes. Oh, that was years ago. Okay, so most likely they probably, I'm sure in today's economy, they're probably not doing 100 samples nowadays. But I'm gonna look into it. Like I said, I am gonna get me a few micas. Now, don't y'all go jumping down my throat in the comments whenever y'all replay this live stream and, oh, you said you weren't gonna work with micas. We're experimenting. I'm growing. That was 2 years ago, and I do want to just experiment, have fun. Soap is art, so that's what we're here to do. It's been at least 2 or 3 years. Oh yeah, so it's been a little minute. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna check them out and see. I'm gonna get a few colors. Yeah, we'll get a few colors. I want to get a red. Y'all know I've been on a hunt for a nice red. Exactly, one can change their mind. Yes, and like I said, I think I've been on here for about either 2 or 3 years. I have to look back and see when I did my first video. I know it was near the end of the year, whatever year it was. Maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. To find a good red. Listen, trying to find a good natural red is like, it's like dull, like a brick type red. So I want like a pretty vibrant red. That's the kind of red that I'm aiming for, a red like that. But yeah, so well, I'm not gonna hold y'all long on this good Saturday. We got a few things: bath bombs, lotions, and 50/50. And then like Christmas. You know what should we do next? Christmas bath bombs. I need to do some Christmas bath bombs, but I kind of want to do the 50/50. I'm gonna do a poll. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a poll for the next soap alone. Not soap alone. I'm gonna do a poll for the next live stream. 50/50 lotion or bath bombs. So be sure to vote on that, Kimberly. I'm gonna put up a poll so that way we can see what we're gonna do for next Saturday is the 25th for that live stream. But so yeah, that's what we're doing. Alrighty. So I'm not gonna hold y'all long today. It doesn't take long to do 50/50. No, not at all. Not long at all. you just pour evenly and slowly stir. I need to get me a table to go outside for that, because those fumes, they'll be pretty strong. So we'll do that. We'll get a table to go outside. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for today's live stream. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all long. And any questions, send them over to me on Instagram, or you can just leave them up under this live stream, and I will eventually get back to you and, answer. Sorry if it takes a couple days, but I will get back to you with, whatever answer to your question. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your week. And like I said, y'all be on the lookout for a poll, because I'm going to do a poll to see what we're going to do next time. Well, I'm gonna get back with y'all. Kimberly, you done messed me up. But yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I almost said Sunday. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I'm about to get back in here and finish straightening up. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. And I will see y'all next Saturday. Next Saturday. Don't forget, be on the lookout for the poll. Y'all decide what we're going to do next Saturday. 50-50 lotion or bath bombs. See y'all later. Bye.